Hey guys, this is Patrick Programs, and in this video I'm going to explain to you guys how to get an internship as a software engineer in computer science. So first thing is, I've never had an internship, but I am currently employed as a software engineer, and I don't start until March, but I got the offer and I took the offer. So I'm just going to share with you guys all the things that helped me get the job and all the things that I think you should do to get yourself an internship. And this will be based off of what I've heard, what I've done, and what I've researched. So if you want to get an internship, the most important thing that you can do, the most important thing that you can have is a project, some type of project that showcases your programming skills and showcases like your motivation and your willingness to go above and beyond. So if you want to build a project and you don't have any programming experience, I recommend that you start learning a programming language such as Python or Java, because that'll give you like a pretty basic idea of how programming languages work, and it'll help you learn the basic concepts of programming languages. You'll learn if statements, while loops, and things like that, and that'll be really helpful in building a project. I mean, it's necessary to build a project. The next thing that you should do once you've learned a programming language is you need to now learn data structures. And data structures are like lists, or like arrays, stacks, queues, all different types of trees, like binary trees, red and black trees. And those are pretty much there to help you store your data and manipulate your data. And without knowing that, I mean, you're not really going to be able to build anything of worth. So it's really important that you learn that. And after you've learned those things, now I think you have a very good idea of how to program. So you want to use that to build a project. So this next step is what I did, and not everybody does this, but it's what I recommend. I suggest taking a class on Udemy. I took a Fullstack development course, and it helped me get an interview at Facebook. So that was my first interview that I got, and it was because I took the class on Udemy. So I'm actually going to put a link to that in the description, the class that I took. I'll put a link to it in the description, and you can check it out. I would recommend not buying a course on Udemy until it's on sale. If it's on sale, it'll be anywhere between $10 and $20, because otherwise then you're going to spend $300 on a course that you should have gotten for $10. In the course, I already knew some HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but I learned how to actually build a project together because the guy guided me through it. So by taking the course, you'll get a project from the course, and you'll also learn how to build your own project. I'm recommending full stack development because by learning how to be a full stack developer, you're going to learn how to build a complete application by yourself from start to finish, like complete. That includes the front end, the back end, the database, and also deployment. And to me, it seems, and I could be wrong, but when I go on Indeed and Glassdoor, it seems like most jobs right now are full stack jobs because everything's moving towards the web, because the web is becoming more complex and more popular. And most of the higher paying jobs are full stack development jobs because you need to know a lot to be a full stack developer. You don't need to know a lot, but it's more than just doing React or just doing Java. You need to know everything. So after you've taken the course on Udemy, the next thing you need to do is build a project. And what I recommend for a project is something like maybe some type of portfolio website or resume website. Even better, you can build a website for like a business in your area, or you can start your own business. There's so many things that you can do for a project. It's really anything you can think of. The point is to use everything that you learned in the project. So you want to build a full stack app, you want to use, let's say Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, and you want to use MongoDB for your database, and you want to use Node.js for your backend. You want to use everything, and you want to build a complete project. If you can't come up with any ideas for yourself, just go on Google. Just go on Google and type in full stack development project ideas, and you'll find something eventually. You'll find something that you want to do, and then you can build it. So after you've built your project, now you can get an interview. Because the entire point of building the project is to get an interview. So once you've gotten the interview, now you need to do well on the interview. So after you've completed your project, you need to start prepping for an interview. Now, some people use LeetCode. People use HackerRank. They use all types of things. I personally didn't like LeetCode and HackerRank. And when I was really ready to dive into my interview, AlgoExpert came out, and I used that, and it was like super helpful. I mean, it was amazing. So shout out to, Clement. AlgoExpert is amazing. AlgoExpert pretty much just has a list of questions and video explanations for them. And the video explanations are really good, and they guide you through the question. So it's recommended that you try the question on your own and you figure it out, and then maybe check the video out. But if you want to, you can kind of just look at the answer to the question, get the video explanation, and learn that way. I mean, if you don't have a lot of time, you can do that. You might as well. It's almost kind of what I did. When I had my interview, one of the questions I had maybe like 4 or 5 questions that I had to answer. And one of the questions was very similar to one of the questions on AlgoExpert. So I kind of knew it more easily. And the other questions, because I had an idea of how to solve certain types of problems, it made it much easier. I mean, I did really well on the interview. I did really well. I also recommend learning your design patterns. And you can just go on YouTube and type in design patterns, and you'll find something will pop up. There's a lot of things on design patterns. So I'll put a link to AlgoExpert and design patterns in the description, and make sure for AlgoExpert you use the promo code that I have. It'll give you a 15% discount, and I'll also get 20% from it. But that's not why I'm recommending AlgoExpert. I'm recommending it because it's probably the best product for interview prep on the internet right now, by far. I mean, it's so good. I've been recommending it to everybody. But yeah, so to wrap it up, if you want to get an internship, you need to build a project. And to build a project, you need to learn a programming language. You need to learn a programming language. You need to take a course. You need to then build the project. After you build the project, you'll be able to get a resume. Make your resume. And after you've made your resume, you can get an interview. And make sure before you go to the interview, you prep for the interview. And then you'll get a call extending some type of offer, and then you'll get your internship. So that's my recommendation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you feel like I helped you in any way, please do so. And thank you for watching.